You know shit about being car sick.
I know everything about everything there is to know, Mama. Especially about being car sick.
That's one way to do it, bud. Good job, Junkie.
Howdy guys, we're on the back of this job and I don't have a lot of time, but I got something I want to share to maybe help some old boy down the road. But I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna get right to this. All right, this cable skidder. Now this part problem can happen in a lot of different manners, but this cable skidder blowed out the daggone, and this is for you Mason Grimes to explain to you kind of how the John Deere system works, which you already know, you've already been into this, but I'm gonna show you how ours works at this point. It draws, there's a pump, where's the pump? Pump, where's the pump? Pump. John Deere, of course, I'm sure they jacked the price up to a ridiculous amount of numbers, but it's a soldered Danfoss, I assume, part. Anyways, it draws. It's got a big port and a little port. The big port is the suction side, the little port's the pressure side. And the suction goes into your front rear end housing, is the way these are set up. And so it's sucking out of your front rear end housing. Why won't that go on there? There it is. And then it goes up to this pump, suction side, into the pump, pressure's up, comes out. I got the hose all the way off, but it comes out the hose at the top, and it goes into filter. Where's the filter? Filter? Where's the filter? Filter. So it goes into this filter, this inline filter. That's what it looks like. It sits there on that diffy lock park brake valve, and it goes in like here. It has, the way they designed this system, it has no relief. So it's sucking oil out of the front rear end as a reservoir. Well, it's going to pick up trash and everything else. We all know that. So it's picking up all that trash, and it puts it through this pump, and then it pushes it through this filter, but there's no relief. So if the filter builds up with trash, it says in your service manual to change them every whip stitch, or I don't know, 500,000 hours. Do that religiously. Because what happens is, this happens, and it don't look bad right here, but I usually unroll these on a rag, and I don't want to take the time this morning to unroll it. But you can see it'll be a pile of metal shavings there that's starting there. But if you take that filter apart, you screw that filter apart, like here, and you'll see this little doodad first. And you can pretty much rest assured, if this little doodad's bowed like this is, see how that screen's bowed? That screen holds in this metal. If that screen's bowed, that means it's already built up enough pressure to bow that. I've seen them broke and busted before. But once that builds up, the metal can't move oil. One of two things happens. It blows out a seal inside this pump, or in this case, it busted the housing. All that's from lack of maintenance. Telling on myself, ourselves. We got busy, things didn't happen right, scheduled maintenance didn't get done. But nobody looks at that and figures that's a filter, but that's a filter. That has to be changed. Now, I don't know how junkyard system is yet on the H series, but I'm sure it's different. But on these G3 series, that's how, or G's, any G, I think the straight G's, I don't know how they are for sure, but I'd say they're about like that. But the G3s for sure, G2s, G3s, they're that way. So anytime, oh, and another thing is if you do the, and we just run into this the other day, junkyard and them redone the rear end oils, which hadn't been redone forever because I've been busy on cutters and I hadn't been focused on skidders, and guess what, didn't get done. So anyway, changed it the other day. The back rear end, way the manual tells you, and John Deere tells you, I tell you the back rear end half full, front rear end half full, back rear end 3/4 full when you're on hillside. Tell you how you do it. Do your rear ends half full front, half full back till it comes out the plug. Or if you figure out how to get your back rear end full, fill your back rear end up till it's tip top full, because the vents on the front rear end, it's got an equalization hose, so it'll equal out from the front to the back, you know. So you can, but fill your back rear end up full, because if you don't, if you fill your back rear end up half full like a book tells you, you'll just suck all your oil out of your front rear end and it'll end up in your back. And I'll tell you another little secret. Get this pump started. I don't have time to talk, so I'm trying to speed this up. Trying to get a video, trying to, you know. And I need a shave. Oh my God. I look like a... I can't get it started. Teddy Baca here, can't get it. Come on, you son of a biscuit-eating bulldog. Did I put that on? No, I didn't put that on backwards. So anyways, the winch on these doodads, the winch, I'll tell you, fill it up halfway to a plug or something on a winch housing on these John Deere, on these whatever winch series they call it. I think it's a 4000 series. Take your winch, the plug on the very tip top of the winch housing, I think there's a plug on the very tip top, fill that son of a buck up till the oil comes out the top of it. There, it went slid on there. Good deal. Don't listen to the manual on it. Fill it up till it comes out the top. Because if you don't, what happens? Oh, you take it out, you start winching a little bit, next thing you know, transmission's empty. Where'd my oil go in the transmission? Well, it ends up in your winch. Because your transmission, the pressure, your transmission hydraulic pressure, your pressure that runs your clutches in your transmission, that pressure also runs your winch control valves. It don't do the winching, but the hydraulics controls the valves. It shifts the spool and everything and gets your winch to kick in. So your clutches and shit like that, that's all ran off your transmission. So if you don't fill the winch housing, and there's spillover, so when you're operating stuff in the winch, it spills over into the winch housing. So if you don't fill your winch housing up, you'll end up, where in the hell did that pump go? You'll end up doing the same thing with your winch. So your back rear end, fill it up tip-top full. Your winch, fill it up tip-top full. And then, but if you can't fill your back rear end up tip-top full, take it out, run it. And as soon as your diffy lock quits working, stop your skidder, pull it over to the side, and put 5 gallon of oil in it and you'll be good. Okay, so here it is in here. This your diffy lock hose is coming out to your rear ends. And then these back two, I'm not sure what they are. I'd have to check the ports. But anyways, you have to take this off to get to it. But it's a shiny one back there. That's your filter, that's where it goes. And it's on the left-hand side of the skidder. And there's your diffy lock pump, and here's the pressure hose coming out of the pump over through the filter to the diffy lock and park brake block. And I think this one's your diffy lock solenoid shifting spool. Yeah, it is, because that's why these are here. Then your park brake solenoid's on the other side and spool. So there you go, just so you know, a little tip there and everything. Help y'all out. Have a good one. Peace.
Well, if you got him, it's because we're drafting.
I didn't know what the speed limit was. I didn't push on it too hard.
What are you doing, dork? So,
Alright, hi everybody.
so I made some shirts to match this beer can.
Yeah. So basically, yeah.
And put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
There.
So,
But, okay, go ahead. No, you have the
no,
floor.
no, ladies
No,
first.
No.
After
Okay.
you, my dear.
But we just want to thank everyone for watching. Y'all are awesome. We know how busy everyone is, being summertime. And we've been really kind of sucking at this stuff because we've been crazy busy.
Channels went kaput. So we're going to try to get his channel back up and going because we're getting closer.
Get the momentum rolling, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
get the steamroller rolling that. But we're getting...
Still working on the man cave. We got stuff everywhere again. But
yeah,
it's progressing. Yeah, so we can't wait to give you guys a walkthrough pretty soon.
But
so it's almost
to the subject, the shirts.
The shirts, yeah. If you go to loggerway.com, we got some new shirts made. We kind of
4th of July sale.
Where's that? There it is.
Bam.
Cropped the logo a little bit. Wade's axe is actually on here instead of the fake axe that was on there before, but it's Wade's axe. Oh, and turn it back.
Yep, Champion Logan Bidges.
Yeah.
Right there. All the letters are proper. Spell checked all of them twice. Like Santa in the list, we spell checked them twice. And gonna find out.
And we got a lot of good sales going on. Get ready for Independence Day, and got some sales going on, and just everyone have a good summer. So,
all right. Thanks everybody.
watching.
Have a good one. And we're getting closer. Start checking out things from time to time. We're getting closer to the reveal of the
Big
top
reveal.
secret project that they are maybe this coming Sunday. Maybe. I got to get some permission first and see if it's possible, but we'll see. Later, guys.
See you.